So look, a couple of days ago, Austin Rivers, he was on his podcast. What's the name of his podcast? Just to make sure, just give him some credit. It's the Off Guard podcast. So Austin Rivers, who I have respect for him. Oh, by the way, you know Aiden, right? Aiden, he actually went when he played basketball. I think it was in like middle school or high school. He went to some tournament in Orlando, and I think he played with Austin Rivers. And he said Austin Rivers is cool people. So it's cool. Right. Yeah. I respect him. He's cool. He was a solid player. I'm not saying that he was like one of those all-star players, but he was he was good for his role and in his time in the NBA. I don't think he's in the league now. He's not in the league. But basically, he came on his podcast and said that basically LeBron James, quote, LeBron James doesn't have half the offensive bag Kevin Durant has. Now, the reason why I don't like this topic of conversation is because this has been a big thing, like in NBA Twitter circles, where people just like to diminish LeBron's greatness. And what I've come to understand is that it's not even about the fact that LeBron doesn't have a bag. It's the fact that it doesn't look as pretty as certain players that he compares him to. But understand this. You cannot say somebody who's the leading scorer in the NBA doesn't have a bag while at the same time scoring over 40,000 plus points. And I think it's 50,000 if you include the regular season points and playoffs. So I think for regular season, LeBron has like 40 something or whatever. And but when you combine it with the playoffs, it's like 50K. So he has the highest points in basketball, period. So if you make the case that he doesn't have a bag, I just can't talk basketball with you. I just can't. I don't respect anybody's opinion who just comes here and says LeBron doesn't have a bag. And we're going to debunk this shortly, okay? So I'm going to play the clip real quick for the audience, and we'll get back and chime in, okay? We'll get back and chime in. So let's play it.
So LeBron's number one, but his game doesn't match a prototypical score. It's also not sexy. LeBron's game.
I'm gonna stop right here real quick. I'm gonna stop it right here. This nigga said it's not sexy. So which is it?
Yeah.
I don't care how ugly it looks. Another thing too, Shama, Giannis Antetokounmpo, right? There's this narrative, right? Now, I'm not sitting here saying Giannis has the jump shot or even the skills like a Kevin Durant, but this nigga averaged 30. Yeah. I think Giannis has averaged between 28 to 30 points. I think the past 3 years. And you want to know what people call him in NBA Twitter? They call him run and dunk man. Listen, I don't give a fuck how you get the bucket. I don't care.
As long as you make the points.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I don't care what it takes for you to get the points. If it's as effective as go ahead. Chime in.
Yeah, if you don't mind me chiming in, it just seems like people nowadays just want things to be aesthetically pleasing rather than the result itself. And I think in this case, if this isn't proof that people will find anything to basically disqualify you for, I would say that this is the best example to go by, because come on now, aesthetically, he in his own words, he said sexy. So is his skill based upon how good his plays look, or him actually getting results, making the points and whatnot? You know what I mean? But it's kind of crazy when you think about it.
You're cooking right now. And I can tell you right now, the Colbtards, the MJ sexuals, because they call people people will call me a Bron sexual, a fangirl, simply because I speak facts. Okay, I can argue, and we're gonna continue the clip, but I can argue that LeBron. You know what? I'm gonna play the clip and we'll get into that. All that after.
That's why no one puts him right into that.
LeBron's game is built on force, sheer will, dedication. His mind, his IQ, the way he's able to dissect and control a game, power above anything else. He wills himself to the basket. Now, as he's gotten older, you got to give the guy credit. He's become a better and better and better jump shooter. It's crazy. He's going to retire probably being the best jump shooter he's ever been. Right. You know what I'm saying? That what you got to give credit to his work ethic. You don't do that by not getting in the lab. But his game has never been a sexy score. When you think of that, you think of the fadeaway. You think of the post up. You think of mid range for one.
I'm laughing this is. And after this we're gonna play the clips just to show people just you understand who really watched the game and who doesn't watch the game. So this is crazy.
Exactly.
Being able to get to a spot on the floor and hit a game winner.
Bag
Work. That's what people prototypically put. That's why, like James Harden, you think of him going to ISO, twin his legs 2 or 3 times. So it's a complicated thing to talk about, because are we talking about results or are we talking about the aesthetic?
Yeah.
Because if we're talking
results, it isn't results what matters.
LeBron scored more than anybody, guys. All right. If you're talking about the aesthetic.
So think about this. Results should be the one thing. If I can get to a bucket at will, whether I drive to the basket or shoot a mid-range in your face, it shouldn't matter. You see,
exactly.
What this shows is that people really don't care about basketball. They care about how pretty you look, which is insane to me, because the game is about making the most points. The team that makes the most points wins the game. I don't care how it gets done. If you can't stop a motherfucker from driving to the basket just simply because he's stronger and bigger than you, why does he get penalized or criticized for being just stronger? Right?
Exactly.
So I'm gonna continue it.
Then you're gonna go off someone that looks like they're a more polished scorer, who's more skilled on the offensive scoring side. For instance, LeBron has scored more points than Kevin. Kevin can score in a much more variety of ways than LeBron.
Yeah.
You can argue with
that's fucking bullshit. You want to know why it's fucking bullshit? Because we literally have the highlights to debunk this bullshit. Now here's the problem.
Yeah.
Here's what I don't like. Sure, it's not aesthetically pleasing. I agree with Austin Rivers about it looking aesthetically pleasing. I'm not gonna lie to you. I sometimes kind of laugh when I see LeBron doing dribbling drills, because he looks so robotic. The man's a fucking tank. He's 6'9", 250, full of just built like a fucking cyborg. This man has muscles and shit. So it looks kind of, weird seeing him dribble like that. But nobody can stop that nigga, bro. Nobody can stop him. Nobody can stop it. And I think that casuals, because that's the only way you can describe these guys. Casuals who really don't respect the game or who don't understand greatness, because LeBron is so much better than their players, they'll find anything. I'm telling you, literally anything to criticize this man. But let me finish this clip.
The wall, but that's just the truth. LeBron doesn't have half the offensive bag that Kevin has. But LeBron has been so dominant at the things he does do offensively, he hasn't needed it.
So when he says the things that he does offensively, why doesn't he go into that? That's what annoys me. These people are just so general with what they say.
Surface level.
They just talking, bro. They just saying shit just for like views. And I respect Austin Rivers, man. I'm not trying to clown him, but it's like, because clearly he's an NBA player. I wasn't in an NBA. Like, if he played one-on-one, that nigga would cook me. But I don't give a fuck. I'm still gonna give my opinion, and most people will understand that what he's saying is just, it just doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
He's been a freight train his whole entire career. You know what I mean? Karl Malone wasn't doing in and out crossover step backs, but he's up there too. He's like 3rd or 3rd or 4th on the scoring list. Right. So if it shows if you're really great at one thing, Kareem had a hook shot, had a shot you couldn't block.
That's bullshit. You can't compare. You cannot compare. Okay, that's basically done, right? That's basically it. You cannot compare LeBron to Kareem, who had one move. LeBron can. Now, the only detriment to LeBron's offensive game is free throws. Anything else he can do, and throughout his career, his 3-point shooting has only gotten better. Right? I think he's This is the best he's ever shoot the ball from 3 in this stage of his career. But still, this man was a bucket getter. Fadeaways, turnaround jumpers, post up, bully ball, dunking in your face. An argument can be made, Shermont, that LeBron actually has a deeper bag than Kevin Durant. And I bet cash I'm going to get cooked tomorrow for this, because people hate to hear the truth. I think LeBron has a deeper bag than Kevin Durant. Because
honestly, like the point speaks for itself, honestly.
Go ahead. Yep. Mm-hmm. And
the point speaks for itself.
Literally. And what annoys me is, like, sure, it doesn't look as polished or refined as Kevin Durant, but the bottom line is this: results. It still gets the job done. Now, I'm gonna play a clip of Austin, because it only makes sense that a nigga like Austin Rivers would say some shit like this, right? This is okay. I'm gonna play another clip. This is for the audience, because this is the same guy, right, who says LeBron doesn't have a bag. Where can I find this motherfucking thing, bro? Because I want the audience to see who is actually talking here. This is Austin Rivers.
LeBron James inside.
That's Austin Rivers. So let me get this straight, Austin. Did that just happen by accident? That was an anomaly, right? That crossover on you was an anomaly? Let's play it again. Let's run that shit back. Let's run that shit back. Look at my nigga Bron's trotting down court. Like, oh, this is not a damn fucking office. Let's go. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Ah! Look at that nigga. Can't even see on his 2 feet. Look at this shit. So I'm guessing LeBron has no bag, right? Let's play some more clips. Just to debunk the absolute bullshit niggas just be saying, bro. And I'm the type of, like, I'm gonna say this, bro. Excuse me. Kobe was the reason I even started playing basketball. Like, Kobe's that dude. But to say that, stop. This is a clip. What I'm about to play, Shama, this is a clip of LeBron scoring 33 points back in 2014. Now, understand this, Sherman.
Yeah.
When LeBron was with the Heat, right? The narrative surrounding LeBron was he doesn't have a jump shot. He cannot shoot the ball. Let him shoot.
For sure.
This is now. I want the audience to understand what I'm about to play are highlights of LeBron against Kevin Durant scoring on him. Now, I want you guys to understand this. This is the player here that people say have no bag.
In the league in rebounding and last in offensive rebounding. James and Durant. LeBron has started 3.
So I want to ask people this. So these are NBA players. So is Kevin Durant just letting him score?
Exactly.
This is no bag? The highlights get better, by the way, Shama. They get better.
I'm sure, yeah. I remember him in his prime, man. I know.
I've ever seen LeBron James. LeBron
Lady in the face.
LeBron on the fly.
Look at the athleticism, bro.
He has started, he has fouled. 5 of 5 and 10 points for James. Well, it's been the LeBron James show to start this game off. On a personal
Look at this shit, Shama.
10-0 run for his own team. And there he is, LeBron, who has started 6 of 7 from 4. And he is at 6 consecutive shots.
You see, like, I'm not going to sit here and disrespect Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant can certainly get teammates involved, but not to the level of LeBron. Not to the level of LeBron. Kevin Durant, he's a score-first player. He said it himself. Kevin Durant, all he cares about is hooping, getting buckets, which is fine. That's fine. Kevin Durant is going to go down as one of the greatest offensive players in NBA history. But there's levels to this. I'm sorry, there's levels to this. And I'm not saying that LeBron is light years, like it's not even a debate between him and Kevin Durant. But you cannot sit here and tell me that LeBron has no bag. This is bullshit. So I'm gonna play another clip now, Shama, of Jeff Teague. So Jeff Teague, the guy we were speaking about a couple days ago, he basically responded to Austin Rivers' comments on LeBron, on him saying that LeBron doesn't have half the bag Kevin Durant has. Okay, so I'm about to play that clip right now. Can you see my screen? You can see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see it. I can still see it, sure.
All right, baby. I'm about to play this right now.
We didn't care how many shots Iverson.
All right, thank you.
He 100% accurate though, cause
All right.
Okay, couple valid points in there. How y'all feel about that?
he's
If I score the
100%.
most points, I'm the best scorer.
Exactly. You already said, right? You already said, right? He said if I scored the
Why
most.
did it again? Yeah.
He said if I scored
Why
the
did it again? What did he say?
he said if I scored the most points, I'm the better scorer. I'm
How
rewind
y'all
it.
feel about that?
Okay.
All right, let's listen.
Okay, couple valid points in there. How y'all feel about that?
He's
If I score the
100%.
most points, I'm the best scorer.
Period.
100% accurate.
Period. End of story. If I scored the most fucking points, I'm the best scorer. I don't understand this. This is common sense.
Yeah.
The NBA, people don't understand the NBA is getting into the NBA is equivalent to winning the lottery. These are the best athletes in the world. And here you have a guy who has the most points in NBA history. I mean, somebody is guarding him, but guess what? They can't stop that shit. And people hate that.
Exactly.
Because we didn't care how many shots Iverson took.
We live in a
or
time of
Kobe or
elegance.
Whoever it was. They shot 40 shots but had 45 points.
Yeah, we celebrated that.
It was the moments. So if they did that in the fourth quarter, they got hot in the fourth and they won the game, that's what we remembered. We didn't care that they missed their first 15 shots. It was what they did in the clutch, and that's what made them special to us. But as far as the NBA and scoring, I think Kevin Durant's one of the most skilled players and skilled scorers, but that'll make him the best scorer. I think if I can get the basket just as efficient as you, but however I do it, I'm the best scorer. And LeBron scores just as many points as anybody.
Yeah, people get fooled by the way it look.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You see, exactly.
They're too focused on that. They gotta stop that.
Yeah, they're too focused, and that's when I know I can't talk basketball with somebody like you, because who cares how you get the bucket? If you're not stopping me putting my shoulder in your chest, you can't stop me from getting this left hand off or right hand off, layup, floater in the paint, turnaround jumper in the lane. You can't stop me.
Exactly.
You
that's a physicality thing. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying,
that's
bro.
still a skill.
Get in the weight room,
that's
nigga.
Also a skill.
Get in the weight room, nigga.
Like Kyrie is pretty, KD is pretty. But if I score the most, I score the most, bro. No matter if I run somebody over the dude.
Yeah, that's interesting you said that. A lot of people been saying that we fall in love more with how people score rather than the actual result. They're just like, bro, it don't matter if I'm simple, peach. If I just get to the basket, hit layups, bro, it's better than me doing 8 crossovers and a step back. It's still 2 points.
Yeah.
2 points, bro. That's the game.
Yeah, I give you an example. Keenan sent me something the other day and was like, this is the best 11 points I ever seen. It was like a video of me and dude was like roasting a little bit, but I was doing these little moves and stuff. He's like, he's going to have the most of purity 11 points. And it's 11 points.
11 points. It just looked good.
It just looked okay.
All right, so I'm not gonna play the whole clip, but you basically get the whole understanding of this, right, Shama? Niggas just like to hate, bro. They just like to hate.
They just have to debate.
They're at this point they're struggling, bro. They're struggling. They are literally struggling to find anything. First, it was the choke in 2011. He redeemed himself for that. Granted, I'm one of those first people who say that LeBron in 2011 when he lost to the Mavericks in the finals, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he fucked up. He folded. Get it. But since then, he's been the greatest player in the NBA since then. Nobody, in my opinion, has topped him. You could debate Steph Curry to an extent, but no. LeBron has been that dude, and people need to start appreciating his greatness. So, yeah, man, that is crazy.